Immortals, the #1 seed, taking on the #2 Allegiance. The battle has already begun.
The battle has already begun. The battle in the river. The heals are already being popped, and KO is the target, the return, and that is the first takedown to start this game. The kill. Rocker is in full retreat, though, isolated in the midst of his foes, but Sleepy is going to try and get this return damage into the shield. Tears is actually able to get out. No! All the return damage there from the side of Allegiance. Immortals put 1 foot too far forward. They had it swiftly removed. Get him a peg leg, boys. We're all pirates now.
Yeah, that was greedy from the side of Immortals. As soon as they got that first kill, they got the first blood, they didn't need that. But, however, this does put Bobo at an advantage here. He is already level 2. He's going to farm up and try to get ahead of this Chognar, and that's a key lane matchup there that we're going to keep an eye on here.
I had this whole thing in my head. I was going to be like, give me your hype. Let's get into this. I had this whole intro plan, but instead, Allegiance and Immortals like, no, we'll give you an intro. We'll start this off with 6 kills to start this game in under the first minute. These two teams are coming out to scrap right now because it's all about pace and momentum. And Rest is going to look to disrupt the momentum here for the side of Beginnings and his crew here. Getting that invade into the jungle, but it's KZ Fox's Cricknack, and that is never something to be underestimated. Talking about the rhythm here, talking about getting these buffs, they want to start to disrupt that from minute 1.
Yeah, and look at this. They're going to collapse on here, and let's see who's going to get this. And the might buff has been obtained by, looks like the side of Immortals. No, Rocker did get it. Wow.
Rocker did actually. Oh wait, no, KZ Fox, I believe. KZ Fox got it. KZ Fox going in, but it is actually Rocker who's going to fall, though. When they're all stacked up like that, it is so very hard to see. I wish we had a somewhat better indicator of that here. But now it is 3 kills to 4. Immortals is fighting back now as they're going to be going in here onto the Spirit Sentinel as well. They are feeling so calm with these rotations, but all the while, Chognar's like, I'm in a lane, woohoo.
Yeah, exactly. That was such a nice decisive play, and that's put Immortals into the lead there because they were behind a good 400 chunk of gold, and because of that rotation and because of that team fight and because KZ Fox stole that red buff, that turned the fight around for them completely, and really nice rotation by Immortals.
The Cricknack has got to be the factor here for the side of Immortals. Obviously Zephys is going to be big. Obviously the Wonder Woman is going to be big. But this Cricknack, I mean, this is sort of becoming the signature pick here for Immortals. It's not really something that we've seen a lot of other people running, so they've got to play it beautifully. I mean, for their brand, guys, come on. But also because the fact that they put so many resources into getting this Cricknack farm. KZ Fox needs to be the carry his team deserves, and there's the go and fight on this dragon. He's going to try and be exactly that.
Yeah, when Cricknack gets ahead, he just does so much damage. And look, the percentage HP that he does from his Terrifying Plague, follow up with his attacks, just works so well into a very tanky composition like the Kilgrod. And let's see how they're going to contest this. Look at the dragon is going to be reset, and they're going to have to drop it. So really nice engage fake out by Allegiance there to have Immortals just back off.
Yeah, it was really nice there from them. Looking like they're going to commit some resources here in Immortals, maybe a little bit shell-shocked from those initial fights, not necessarily wanting to contest that there in that situation. So both sides playing with respect right now, which makes sense. They're in the grand finals here. They're going up against another one of the best teams here in the region. They want to show them that proper respect, and they also want to trounce them. It's going to be a fun time to finding the balance of the two here, but Immortals not wanting to get behind here in this early game. They are ahead by only a few hundred gold right now, and Allegiance, if they are given an opening, you know they will take it.
Yeah, and look at this rotation there. They're pushing on the dragon side, trying to make a play in mid lane. They're collapsing on the mid. Are they going to be able to get a kill? But L'Oreal, Sleepy is playing really safe along with Rest, and this allows them to potentially collapse onto the dragon. But X-Tears is going to overextend a little bit here, and he's going to get this kill. No, he's not. And that's going to put the top lane at a disadvantage.
KO baiting him in with the ult, getting that regen, the lifesteal. That was absolutely massive, and it is going to be KZ Fox picking up this dragon. Trying to snipe it out is the side of Allegiance, but not quite able to seal the deal. They do end up picking up that kill in the top lane. There's a small recompense, but it is not, I think, enough to deal with the fact that they just gave over that dragon. So now we see, actually, it's still, a little bit of a lead here for Immortals, but it's not huge by any means.
Yeah, Rocker taking that Spirit Sentinel, it's going to put them back into the game. So it's pretty even for the most part. However, the Abyssal Dragon does give an a little bit of experience to the side of Immortals, and they can use that to basically make a play, do a jungle invade. But Beginnings might get caught out here, but he's going to bait them. The Alice out does come out.
And now it's Bubba with the backline as well, but so much damage going over to the side of Immortals, and it is Allegiance coming out here on top in all ways and forms here, as now Bobo is in full retreat. He's going to try and escape, but there is really nowhere to go, friend.
That's
and
the wrong direction.
Yeah, that is going to be 80 heroes dropping as well. KZ Fox is actually going to try and commit onto this. They're trying to turn the engage trading somewhat. Sleepy is there in the Endure, and now it is Tears. X-Tears actually joining in. Somehow Bobo lived through that, finding the trades there. Beautifully done from the side of Immortals, making the best of a bad situation.
What a god in that play, that bait. He was able to jump away to safety and then re-engage along with Kriknak supporting him and getting a double kill. I mean, Bobo is just on fire now. He's winning his lane against Chognar, and he's making these plays coming in there. And beginnings, even though he missed that lumbar ultimate, that was a huge whiff that resulted in Immortals losing a fight, but Bobo was able to turn that fight right around.
Somehow, Bobo found a way. He was able to go absolutely clutch there, and that just shows that in a game like Arena of Valor, individual mechanics go a long way. People are able to write their own destiny here in this game if they can just out-mechanic their opponents here. It's all about that micro. But now, as we get towards sort of the mid-game situation here, we're going to start to see KZ Fox start to come online on the Kriknak. I'm really looking to him here. He needs to be the one leading the charge for his team, and he's doing exactly that here in the bot lane. Chognar, though, not the easiest target to jump on, though, so he's just going to walk away.
Yeah, but they did get him half health. And now Brest is going to reset this dragon and not let them try to camp. But look at the positioning here. They're going to try to get a gank, but it's an uneven matchup right now.
It is Rest being forced out, but KZ Fox taking a lot of damage to start the stop. The stop's coming in from the Dragon. The knockup there as well from beginnings as well. 80s Heroes is going to drop. All the members of the side of Allegiance are here, and it is X-Tiers on the flank trying to recover this as best they can. The Abyssal Dragon goes the way of Allegiance, and now is Wonder Woman versus the world, but Bobo surviving for so long here, and his X-Tiers cleaning up the fight as best he can right now, actually going off as Immortals, but losing 5 members, losing a Dragon. Allegiance comes out on top.
Yeah, Rocker is ahead right now. He has 4.1k compared to KZ Fox Kriknak, which gives him a damage lead. He got in there and just fought KZ Fox 1v1, won that trade, and they're able to win from that fight. And because of his ultimate, he couldn't be CC'd. He just got so much lifesteal, so much AoE damage from his attacks when he uses his Enraged Spear ability, and he just single-handedly carried that fight. And Immortals should have not given the ace over there. That kind of puts them behind, and just handing the kills over is not something they want to do when you lose a fight like that.
Well, that situation, do you try and salvage it, or do you try and cut your losses? Because Wonder Woman came in, and they'd only secured 1 takedown at that point. But because X-Tiers was able to arrive, they're able to recover a little bit more. Yeah, they ended up losing all 5, but they ended up getting more kills than they would have anyway. So do you maybe find it at that point? It's a tough situation to be in right now. And of course, both teams are going to be trying to get as far ahead as they possibly can here. So when you're just giving up aces, that is not a good position to be in. The side of Immortals looking to try and snipe out that Sentinel and then back up, not overstepping here under the tower, but Rest might look to be the target. Are they going in to maybe try and find Rocker here? Because this might buff is up, and it looks like this is going to be a full rotation coming in, but they don't have the steppies here in the top lane. The red buff is already down, so Immortals needs to not overextend too far. But look, there's a Chognar in the mid. Maybe looking to make something happen here. They found it, but there's Rocker going in, all the damage, the follow-up from the lumbar.
Nice lumbar ultimate
disengage there. That is exactly what they needed, but the damage from the side of Allegiance is just too much. KZ Fox, though, is trying to take him down, but not quite able to do it, so trading out beautifully here as best they can. One more auto, no, not able to get that there, but Bobo trying to recover, but that is actually going to be 1 takedown for 3 here, or for 2, I should say. Immortals not doing too bad.
Man, these skirmishes are just insane. They're going back and forth. The beginnings landed a great multiple hit lumbar ultimate, but was not able to convert that into a winning fight. Again, Rocker, his attack speed is helping him win these fights. He's just getting there and getting so much AoE damage from his Enraged Spear. What they need to do is they need to get Shield of the Lost. I mean, Lumber has Knight's Plate, which is going to slow down the attack speed, and that's exactly what they need to do to counter the Kilgroth, because that's where he excels. He has so much attack speed with that jungle item. 50% attack speed plus his heroic perk makes him super strong in these fights.
What I really need for the side of Immortals is for them to be here as 5. I need all 5 members to commit onto these fights right away, because it looks like ALG is just getting ahead simply because of the bodies on the field in that situation. If Zephy's had been there at the outset of that fight, I think it would have been a very different situation right now. Immortals finding the problem they found in game number 1 of the semifinal matchup. They're just not having the rotations being on point. The whole team isn't arriving when they should be, and it's costing them dearly in these engagements. They are starting to find some advantage elsewhere, but that might have been KO overstepping, not realizing that the entire side of Immortals was there. That was the first outright error we've seen from Allegiance so far. Just getting a little bit overconfident, not appreciating where his opponents were, and getting absolutely bopped for it.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job being able to rotate and trade the Dragon for the tower here. And what Allegiance is doing here, they're using the Alice Hissy Fit ultimate to slow people so that Rocker can just get on them and delete them. And that is the combo right now. The Rocker Kilgroth combo along with Alice is working really well for them. However, they're going to hand this cards there over to the side of Immortals, and that's going to be a huge advantage given to Immortals.
Yeah, Allegiance is not looking to contest this at all. I don't think they realized that Immortals was just going to rip it like that. That was exactly the correct call, though. They were able to pull it off beautifully, and now they're going to have a huge advantage going into this next engage. That might be the edge that they need to come out on top in these fights, because you know 80s hero with that buff, he's going to be hitting like a truck. So watch for him to go off in these fights, and of course the Kriknak, the Zephyrs, you cannot deny the potential here in beginnings. If he can continue to land those Earth Splitters like that, Allegiance is in for a rough time.
Yeah, what they need to do, they need to kite the Killgraph, because Rocker is going to want to go in deep, and Alice is going to want to drop that Hissy Fit right on top where he is, and what they need to do is just kite Rocker and then focus him down, because Killgraph, honestly, he's not that tanky. He does have Sonic Boots, but he does not have that much defense. He's a little tanky, but he's not something that you can just burst. He doesn't have that much magic defense, so Toolin can do a lot of damage to burst him down.
This is going to be the play here for the side of Immortals. They need to try and find that, though. The ult is going in from Alice, not really getting much value as the team is not quite able to follow up. They don't really have the Lubu for that first initial engage there, and Killgraph not really looking to overstep there at this point in the game. And this is the thing. Allegiance just needs to play this patiently. They need to wait for this buff to wear off. There is no point in them forcing a fight in this situation unless they can find a convincing, like, 4v2 situation. That's really the only time. And in the meantime, KZ Fox is against the Dragon. Price you gotta pay at this point. Allegiance is now down by about 2k gold, but that's not the end of the world by any means. They may be actually looking to go in here on the fight, but it is Rockers actually being engaged upon there, taking a lot of damage. There's the knockup, not gonna be CC'd there. They're trying to force down the back line. It is X Tears who is going to drop the splash damage from Rocker. He is going off right now. He is such a threat. Sleepy just out macroing Bobo, but Bobo actually shuts him down there. And the turn, actually turning back onto MTS. They're trying to find that takedown there. Can they secure that? No. Bobo is being a literal god in this final game. This is craziness we are beholding. The mechanics on both sides are top tier.
Yeah, what a play by Rocker. All three of them were on top of it. Again, they cannot get on top of Rocker because he's getting so much value from the AoE damage from Rocker. He's life-stealing, and they're not able to take him down. If they let Rocker continue to fight this way, they're going to lose every single team fight.
Rocker walks up. Rocker very quickly just swings his spear. Everything dies. That's literally the course of events here in this situation. He is just moving so fast here, but KZ Fox might look to shut him down right now, but Rest is here. The support, the stun, the follow-up, and that is KZ Fox.
Oh,
that was not
goodness.
the push, dear friend. But Rocker needs to be careful not to overstep. He's feeling super confident. Actually going to go into 2v1 situation right now, but he needs to be careful. Rest needs to be here to back him up. That is the stun, the follow-up, the... Oh, man, the CC chain! The lasso. Rest is now the target. His X-Tears is trying to go in, but MTS and crew are trying to back them up now. As Sleepy is joining in the fray. Bobo, though, has respawned. He's back in this fight, but it is X-Tears who is going to drop there. Nicely done. The bait's coming up from the side of Allegiance, beautifully calculating where they're able to push Immortals around right now. It is Bobo trying to escape the situation, and he is going to drop as well. Allegiance finding every advantage. They are going off.
Yeah, this what makes Killgraph so strong. They're letting him wait to his abilities to come back up, and look at the attack speed and the lifesteal he's just getting. You cannot 1v1 this guy. You have to back off and fight him as a team. This is what makes Killgraph so strong and so dangerous. They have to be extra careful because they're falling prey to how Rocker is playing, and he's doing a phenomenal job on this Killgraph, killing everything in sight.
There is a reason we hype up Rocker. He is putting on a clinic. This is how you play Killgraph. When the patch first came through and we were asking, you know, who's the hero to look for, and you said Killgraph. This is the reason why, as they are diving in onto the high ground. KZ Fox is going to be the target, immediately deleted, nicely done, and they are not going to be how the follow-up CC to sort of shut down the pressure that Allegiance is putting in, but they're diving onto the core, taking a lot of damage in return. We do have Killgraph going off right now. It's Bobo who's trying to secure these takedowns in the backline, but he's escaping with dear life. Nicely done, but the core is now open and is under fire, and that is going to be Allegiance taking game number 1. Immortals falling in convincing fashion. That is Allegiance doing all the right things.
Pledge allegiance because they have strict first blood against the Immortals. It was a dominating fashion, the Killgraph that we have seen.